I'm going to read from an alphabet for Alina, which is a sequence I've written with a friend of mine who's an artist called Peter John Skelt, who's done the drawings. And it was for his daughter, who's my goddaughter, Alina. I'm going to mainly read from the second half, but I'll start with the letter A. Apple, pull, a tree, Lena, leans her up, pull, an apple, an ape. Sun, rise, across between cocks and box, her sunset. Keep her, kept, such red to last, such red to read. A tart start, Heartwood this year, the sun gone set, or unripe apples for supermarkets, not my favourite. Checks to come and live in caravans, pays less than factory work, leaf eaters. Whose apples? Who eats this apple? Do not, Snow White, do not white out my reading. Burst, let her breathe, let her choose between apple and mirror of the apple, her sewn character. This is L, and it begins with a logogryph. A logogryph is a word which is formed out of other words, made up out of its letters. Logogryph. Girls are loggerheads to the logician, pointing her long, shiny fingernails. You are wicked. Lining up the adders. Lo, go forth, find the log, and multiply. Obvious lemons obfuscate girdles. Fractious goodlands roster yurts. Lost outcomes grieve ostriches. Lines on, green off. Girls roll, fierce yule. M. M lying down is a vowel, a murmur, after a rhythm, a sonority. She curls across the solfa, short enough to wake a space in her equilibrium. A mother tongue is a tale read to mum, a bilabial listener, never silent before memory or a monsoon. Mozart makes mocha. We remember to nip the mint. I do not make up as her. We were never immaculate. She was marked. Good order is made up differently. A mouth, accused of being a mystic. She saw the meteor. N. Comics are not news. Pirates slice off heads, glued back on the wrong neck, sutures a line of paste, 9 notebooks in my stocking. Nano books, 3 inches by 2, made such tiny print with a fine nib, an imitation of type, designed against each other. Constraints bored him and handed over to Charlotte. In most novels, the tutor and his pupils have gone on a nature hunt, while Nanny and her children find an oot, an ettle, and an ick name. Out of those 3 ick names, there was originally an ick name. O. Alina is one of twins, so this is for the twins. On, off, on, off, on, off. Switch, wide as your eyes. Turn on. We are twins. We are binding. We bit. No piggy in our middle. One is sleep a lot. One is eat everything. In the battle between omega and omicro. Oh, 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 say her bones. Not an offering or an obey thy or an obiter dictum. Our O's that came over from Greco-Romano were punched out, sound panting, sound like, oh no, ma to po, E-R. P. Play up, lay in, wheelbarrow, play pancakes on the seesaw, ank, play with Pam and the pink carpet, play at rich girl. Pan to mime Venus in blue jeans, Mona Lisa with a ponytail. Go to pretend dance, win a prize, find pretend Pamela's pretend rabbit. We pick peas, we pin petticoats apart, waiting to go on. Pam, not Puck, mouths peas blossom at the blossom of the peas. You are a mustard seed. Q. They were led astray by the unfamiliar letter Q. It led to quarrels over blue pencils and dangerous questions, and worst of all, the Q. If they had been told to form a tale, they never would have started. They believed they were English and should stay in line. They did not know they were appendices, downward extensions of a letter, shadows downstream. They had forgotten how to be quick. Here's a kick. The numbers in a queue have a bearing on the tail. The one in front is not the equal of the one behind. She is just the queen who has to be seen. At the tail end is quark, corpuscles and ringlets, entirely unchecked. It's very difficult doing letters of the alphabet, there's such strange things. R. Tongue approaches teeth with trill or growl. Growl. Open-voiced standard English, almost absent, vocalized to R. Here denoted by a ghost letter. Tree trunks are raked by rain, a razor realigns the leaves. We are swimming with paper aeroplanes under residual pools and discarded faces. Something is moving, amorphous, no upright epidermis. A canker has broken off, ghost of a cartoon or a carton runs all around the rocks, the ragged rascal. S. Scripture on the seventh day, a stub clutched in a fist to writ is to slot a nib, his nibs to scratch or be soft as a scrubbing brush. Slide, make slides, the slip of lino, of ice, a sheet of glass frozen in the ground, sliding, sideways, the length. Sketch is a short study towards a more finished skeleton, slightly constructed scenery on Stone Hill, just the birds singing. T. Table, tabla, flat slab, test for a script, this teacher, this chair, test these desks, this blackboard, final test, I know the 10 things you must know, another objective test, 1 tick forfeits a tried, 2 ticks forfeit. Draw long lines, twist and turn them, walk around, holding on to 2 ropes, hanging from a tree she somersaults through 3 trunks. I stand inside the major oak. In Netherlands, table is tar full, a high tea, pull out the leaf, extend the leaves, spread the cloth, settle the cover, lay the places, under the table, read the red, through tassels. You. There's a Mashushu dragon in this one, which is a Babylonian creature that we can't treat each other as a variation on it. It's cutting its tail out. Very strange. This is you. Sat on a cold perch in the outhouse, undigested sounds spilt in different ways. The word some was not some. Champion at numbers felt indefinite. The mush-hush-shoo dragon is cutting his talons. They were his stylus, his cuneiform, his nail writing, but could not carve his name. The word some was in the undergrowth and did not belong in this utterance. Someone, something, sometimes, someday, somebody. I was literally obsessed with that when I was about 5 or 6. The fact that some is spelled S-O-M-E and not S-U-M. Because it should have been spelled S-U-M. V. V was carved in England by invading French Vikings, who brought victory at sea, television, and a lovely village which did not take long to make. An earlier invasion by the Dutch failed to plant the letter V when F was from and field, or vice versa. In the Van Dyke nursery, violets are purple veined. Above acute angled roofs, the castle waits for us to ask permission to explore the wood beyond the verge behind the lines, a hamlet, a fixen. W. W is an Old English sound. It's completely not Latin, so it's kind of invented letter. What, lips push forward, disturb the Latin bond with a bilabial want. You, it's ack work. I didn't spell wrong, it turned awkward. We went down to the cross where the village used to meet, blood on the stump, gloss red, Wellingham. These ghosts haunt the stop. Disturb water, records, diary, worst deeds, find ways down river, with them. This is X. Radiant and fatal strands, wavelengths of hair exposed by shadows and photographs of shadows. A laser pulse can remove trees from the landscape, light detection and ranging in a return signal. We could see a phalanx of bones inside our start rights. Remember Tessera, or you will never see the excavation, the bright villa floor, Roman remains in a box. In a game of noughts and crosses, you take the centre square. Beneath these ploughed out, an unknown or variable quantity, not previously encountered, the rural child beyond the ridge. You can't make a silk purse, biddy in a glad paddock. Skin scraped for the auction, a sty in her eye, dirt in her nails. Sing a song of sixpence, or cross her line with herbs, Roma. It's actually quite difficult doing these end letters because they're not all that frequently used in English. This is why, and Pretty John insisted on doing a yacht for a while. Yo, yacht, land, scrape, chase, thin yardstick held straight, light, fast sail beats, hand span, you so bods about, yo. My skirt is yellow, check, elastic band, stretch, handheld, yarn winds, the Duchess of Yoke batters hollow, a Yorkshire pudding. This is the other version of why, not Greek I, sing hymns, welcome yowl in rhythm and syncopation to canter sign, I, strike, my new typewriter. And finally Z, which is a particularly difficult letter. Just barely exists in English and could easily be substituted for something else.
It's quite good words.
There are, sorry. Zay, and the South Sea has become a mere, a retreat on this sofa, this settle below sea level, where we learn about Switzerland and ziggurats. Sign of Zorro, cloaked in black and white inside the back curtain, also called Zero, a black plastic horse where nothing begins. In the sea aquarium, the New Zealander with a fine-figured face swims on dry land. Birds invent zips between their feathers and go whizzing. Thank you.